Friends, today we will discuss about the interview based questions which are frequently asked in interview or on site. Every civil engineer should be aware from these questions. These are very important questions and these are the very basic questions. Okay, now let's start. First question, just focus it. First question, we have 1 cubic cement. Let me start. This is 1 cubic cement. If we have a 1 cubic cement, okay, 1 cubic cement means 1 meter cube cement. How much cement bag it contains? This is a very common question. Okay, if anyone tells you that in 1 cubic cement, how much cement bag we have? Okay, 1 cubic cement means 1 meter cube. You got it? It means 1 meter cube means 1 meter into 1 meter into 1 meter. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to find how much cement bag it contains. Okay, this is the basic thing. The unit weight of cement is 1440 kg. Okay, so this is the unit weight of cement. Okay, और इसके बाद 1 bag of cement weight is 50 kg. So 1 bag of cement bag, cement bag have approximately 15 kg it is. Okay, so simple, what we do, we just divide unit weights of cement divided by the 1 bag of cement weight. Okay, that is 1440 kg divided by 50 kg. So it gives us 28.8 bags. As it's approximately 29 bags. So we need 29 bags in 1 cubic cement. Okay, 1 cubic cement needs 29 bags. This is a question, very important question. So what about volume? This is also the very important. What about volume? Volume of 1 cement bag is what it is. It is 50 is unit 1 bag weight, that is 50 kg divided by the unit weight. It's opposite, that's 50 divided by 1440. So we got 0.0347 is the volume of 1 bag of cement, 9 bags of cement. This is the first question. Now let's talk about the second question. So the free fall of concrete is allowed. The free fall of concrete, it means when the concrete is placed on site, when we allow the concrete for pouring, so what should be the maximum allowable free fall? What should be the maximum allowable free fall so that it will avoid segregation? So maximum it should be 1.5 meter. If it is more than 1.5 meter, it may cause segregation. Okay, that may lead us to the weakness of concrete. So the next question is, water absorption of bricks should not be more than. So water absorption for bricks, the water absorption should not be more than 15%. Okay, it is, if we talk about in general sense, it should not be more than 15% for a good brick. Okay, so it is 15%. So next is minimum thickness of slab. Minimum thickness of slab should be 125 mm, that is 5 inch. We know 1 inch is equal to 25 mm. Okay, so it is 125 mm should be the minimum thickness of slab. If the thickness of slab is less than 125 mm, it's not applicable. So the minimum thickness of slab should be 125 mm. These are the questions which are frequently asked in interview. So lapping is not allowed for the bars having the dia. You all have concept about lapping. Okay, in lapping, we do lapping in different bars like 12 mm bar, 16 mm bar, okay, 20 mm bar, and so on. But it is allowable up to 30 mm or 32 mm, but lapping is not allowed in 36 mm bar. If the bar is 36 mm, we can't apply the lapping. It is not allowable. According to IS Indian standards, it is not applicable or allowed for 36 mm bar. Okay, but nowadays we have advanced system, we have coupler system and so on. But if we go to lapping 36 bar, if the bar is 36, we can't do lapping. So next question is minimum number of bars in a square column should be. So what are the minimum number of bars in a square column? It should be 4 numbers. Okay, it should be 4. Minimum should be 4 numbers for square column. If we talk about the circular column, it should be 6 numbers. 6 numbers should be the number of bars. Okay. Next question is man bar in slab not be less than 8 mm. So in slab we have two types of bars. One is man bar and the second is distribution bar. If we talk about the man bar, it should not be less than 8 mm. That is 6 mm. It should not be 6 mm. It should be 8 mm. Okay. If it is high yielding strength deformed bar, that's HYSD bar. If we are using plan bars in case of man bar, then it should be 10 mm. You got it? Okay. Now here we know in slab we have man bar and we have man bar and we have distribution bar. Like these are the man bars and these are the distribution bars in slab. Okay, like yes, a mesh distribution bars. So if we talk about the distribution bars should not be less than 8 mm in slab. Okay. Now next question is compressive strength of bricks is the minimum. Actually, it is the minimum. Minimum compressive strength of bricks should be 3.5 Newton per meter square. Okay. If compressive strength is less than 3.5 Newton per meter square, then it is not allowable. We can't use that brick. Okay. Now that is parapet wall height. It is the height parapet wall height should be approximately, in general case, it should be 1 meter. Okay, it should be 1 meter. That is 1000 mm. It should be 1000 mm. So parapet wall height should be 1 meter. Okay. And if we talk about the window height should be 120 centimeter. That is 120 meter. 120 meter. Okay. It is 120. That's 1.2 meter. 120 centimeter is 1.2 meter. So this should be the window height. Okay, 1.2 meter. So if we convert it in feet, it becomes 120 centimeter divided by, we know in 1 inch we have 25 mm. Okay, that is 2.5 centimeter. If we talk about centimeter, that it becomes 2.5 centimeter. So it becomes 120 divided by 2.54 centimeter. That's 47.24 inches divided by 12. That gives us 3.93 feet. Approximately 4 feet should be the window height. If we now, the next question is DPC thickness should be, damp proof course thickness in any building should be 2.5 centimeter. That is 25 mm. Okay. Now what we'll talk about the plaster thickness. Plaster thickness of ceiling should be, ceiling is the upper side. Okay, you all know ceiling. It should be the 6 mm. It should be 6 mm. The plaster thickness should be 6 mm. But if we talk about the plaster internal side on sides, okay, if this is my room, okay, this is my room, the internal plaster, okay, this internal plaster, the thickness should be 12 mm. Okay, but in practical it goes more than 12 mm, but it should be limit up to 12 mm to 14 mm. If it goes more than 14 or 15, 16 mm, the strength decreases. Okay, it becomes hollow. Okay, it gives less strength. After 1 or 2 years, it decreases its life. Okay, plaster. Okay, but what about ceiling? It is 6 mm. What about external plaster? External plaster is, we take it 20 mm. 20 mm, but we done it in 2 coats. 2 coats. Okay, one coat we done 15 mm. And second coat approximately we done it 5 mm. Okay, and we did the time period between 2 coats. Okay, now here we have a question, the important question, that is, what should we do after slab casting? This is a simple question. It may have different answers, but the general answer we have, we should provide grouting after slab casting for filling the voids which we have in slab, which can decrease the strength. Okay, so to avoid that thing, what we do grouting. Okay, we do grouting after slab casting. Okay, this is this question. And here we have the question, last question, that is initial setting time should be. The initial setting time of cement. The initial setting time of cement is less than 30 minutes. This is a very common question. It's very asked in every exam. The initial setting time of cement should be less than 30 minutes, and the final setting should be 10 hours. These are very important questions which we discuss here. So every civil engineer should be aware of these questions. Okay, thank you for watching.